For someone like Elizabeth, it was easy to become just another shadow in the crowd. There were rumors that she had been trying to reach Lieutenant Gordon Fickling again, possibly to arrange a meeting. Others suggested she was still in contact with Mark Hansen, the nightclub owner, and may have gone to see him, though he denied this. There were whispers, too, of new men in her life, names that would appear in police reports but never in courtrooms. She was a young woman navigating a city full of offers and dangers, each choice leading her closer to something she could not yet see. Friends who spoke to police later said she had been in good spirits. When last they saw her, she spoke of opportunities, maybe a small acting role or modeling work. She had met someone who claimed to know people in the industry, but those who knew Los Angeles well also knew that promises were cheap and often worthless in that business. One of the few tangible pieces of the timeline came from a woman named Gertrude Davis, who claimed she had rented a room to Elizabeth briefly around this time. She described her as pleasant but noted she left suddenly without explanation, taking her suitcase and saying she was going to meet her sister in San Diego, though no such meeting ever took place. The distance between these fragments of her final days is what has haunted investigators for decades. The gaps are wide and filled with speculation. Was she moving between safe places trying to find somewhere permanent? Or was she being moved by someone else? Each theory is shaped by the lens of the person telling it, and over time fact and legend have intertwined. By the evening of January 19th, somewhere in the city, Elizabeth was likely still alive, though no one can say with certainty where she was, or in whose company. The truth of those hours would become buried under layers of rumor, misdirection, and outright lies. In a city where news traveled fast but details often arrived warped by retelling, the fate awaiting her on January 15th would shock even the most hardened residents. The crime would not only make headlines, it would dominate them, drawing in everyone from seasoned detectives to amateur sleuths, each eager to solve the riddle of the Black Dahlia. That night somewhere in Los Angeles, the air was still damp and cool. The neon signs blinked over quiet streets. Streetcars rattled past apartment windows, and the city's restless heart beat on, unaware that in a matter of hours a discovery would turn one woman's absence into a national obsession. The night of January 14, 1947 passed without fanfare in the streets of Los Angeles. The rain from the previous days had dried. The sidewalks smelled faintly of dust, and gasoline neon signs flickered along Main Street, drawing small crowds into late-night diners and bars.